guys, so here's video number 2 from Limited Time Angling. It has been limited time angling actually, so I haven't been out for the last few months. I've had a lot going on. This is, yeah, like I said, video number 2. It should have been video number 3, but video number 2, which was supposed to be due February, March time, I changed my phone over and managed to delete all my footage I had. So I had a fantastic session as well, bearing in mind that it was like -5. I had 18 fish out, but unfortunately, can you really count them because I've lost all the footage. So yeah, that's just going to be a personal one. At least I know how it fishes in winter. So yeah, but here we are. It's now July. So basically, after I managed to lose all that footage, the lake ended up flooding anyway, so that gave me a chance to get the gear sorted, because it was just a right mess throughout all my sessions I'd done. So the lake flooded, and you'll see a little video of the lake flooding there. So obviously I gave that miss for a week or so because the two lakes flooded together. There is a fence up, so no fish switch lakes. So yeah, but the lakes become very coloured, so I gave that a miss. So that was that. One of my work colleagues managed to let his tempest blow into the side of my car, which put a nice dent in my car, so cheers George for that. No, it was sorted out anyway, but yeah, like during sorting it out, when we had them high winds, unfortunately on the way back from the garage when I was getting a quote to actually get that dent removed, some little tow rag with a stolen motorbike, no licence, decided to go into my driver's side and then obviously drive off. So yeah, I haven't had a car since beginning of April. Got it back in July, it's now July now. So I haven't had a car. I've had a courtesy car, so I've done no fishing in it because they would have charged me so much money. They wanted it kept clean, I just didn't want to risk it. So yeah, the insurance company had my car for the last 3 months. I finally got it back, and well, here I am. I'm doing the intro a bit late because I've been here since about 4:30. It's now 8 o'clock, but I've actually had 3 fish, so I've done a little bit of footage there, but I think it was so windy, I don't know if I got any volume on it, but at least I've got some pictures of them. So 320s up to 2312 I think it was, so you'll see them in a minute. So yeah, so I'm only doing quick overnighters. I'll be going into work again tomorrow morning. But yeah, basically I'm on a new lake. I'm on a private lake. I don't think I can name it, and I won't name it at the minute. It's just for me and a few mates sort of thing, and I've got a bit of a guestie on here. So there's a couple of us that fish it, but obviously those of you may have seen the lake before. It has been a fishery before, so yeah, a few of you might recognise it, but I've been baiting it up because obviously a limited number of people actually fish here. We know where each other are baiting, sort of thing, so there's no swim jumping in, stuff like that. And yeah, so this swim so far I've managed to put in about 20 kilos last week. That's obviously helped because I've had 3 bites. I've had 2 on the left hand rod and 1 on the middle rod. Everything was a stay, the bivvy was a stay. I haven't even got everything up, and so yeah, so I've only managed to just get everything sorted now. Gone 8 o'clock. So but yeah, the conditions look lovely here. I mean, the wind's blowing into me. I'll get a bit of the footage for that in a bit, and it's looking good for another few bites, I should imagine. That's if they haven't eaten all the bait up already, but I've got some more to put in ready tomorrow morning when I go to work. I'll put out another couple of scoops, because then that'll get them grubbing about still and hopefully sticking around while I'm at work, and then obviously I'll be back down after work tomorrow for another night. So yes, that's where I'm at the minute. It's been a frustrating few months for me, but hopefully I'll have a few fish and actually get another video put together soon. So that's the intro done for now. Hopefully let's have a few more fish, shall we? She is 23.5 pound. Oh, first fish out of here. Come down for the night. I was supposed to fish tomorrow night, but yeah, I haven't even done the introduction yet, but there she is. It's lovely. Oh, £20.6. Oh, campaign's going. Alright, welcome back. for a while, as you will find out. So there it is. Let's do the other side. There she is. 2112. Guys, so I'm back down the private lake. I've turned up actually yesterday, done a quick night after work, but in between I've been baiting up sort of every couple of days, weather dependent, because I have to drive across the field, so if it gets too wet I can't get across the field. So I've been putting some bait in and it's been working so far. So yesterday I turned up and I only had the one take though yesterday, which was different to last session, which was last week, when I actually had 5 takes and landed 4 fish. I don't know whether it was because the fish were actually in the area that day. I actually baited up that morning with 5 kilo particle and a couple of kilo boilie, and I fished that afternoon. I got down there about 4 o'clock, so I don't know whether it was because of that, but yeah, it's gone. It's not slow, because like I said, I had a take last night at about 11:15. That turned out to be a lovely 20-pound mirror. Unfortunately I wasn't very good with the lighting, so when you actually see the footage, have a little chuckle to yourselves. It looks like I've been down a coal mine. But other than that, that's the only bite I've had, and I've seen a few fish, to be fair, but they're actually jumping on the bank opposite me. The wind was pushing into that bank yesterday when I turned up, but it's swung round today. It's sort of, well, I can't decide where it's going, so this will be the last night I'll be doing, because we're getting a load of rain forecast for Thursday early hours in the morning. I don't really want to be stuck not getting up into the field, so I'll have to call tonight the last night. But when I do leave, I will be putting in the rest of my bait, so I brought some bait along with me. I've had a few questions actually, Facebook messages, regarding bait and obviously what I was using over winter, and basically I've been using these little pink things. So it's the Addicted to Carp pink wafters, and yeah, they've been doing the business. With over the winter I was actually putting the juice on there. They're called blank saver pop-ups, but these are wafters that do them pop-ups as well, and that's what the bite's been coming on, which has been fished. I've been fishing over particle and maize and boilie, and boilie I've got is boilie again, Addicted to Carp. It's called the Sea Nut. It smells absolutely good. I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it. These have been out a couple of days, so they're just starting to turn. But yeah, they'll be going in as well, and that's what's been getting me the bites so far. So yeah, have a look at Addicted to Carp. They're on Facebook, ATC, and yeah, get yourself a pot of pop-ups. I'm not sure about the boilie, what's happening with that, so I can't really say too much about that, but I'm sure you can get the pots of pop-ups and wafters. They're the pop-ups, so we've got the fail-safe pop-ups in yellow again. So yeah, it's a nice fruity flavour. They've been working wonders all through winter, and obviously down here. I think that's everything covered at the minute. Like I said, last night tonight, so see what happens. The weather's changed a bit now. It's gone a bit overcast. It was sunny earlier, so yeah, fingers crossed. I will have a couple. Nice. Scaly 20-pounder. Lovely. Right guys, oh, £27.13, lovely, early morning wake up call, just about to go to work. Lovely fish. Let's do the other side. Right then guys, so it's now the end of July, the 28th I think it is, Sunday today, so I'll be down here for the next few nights hopefully, weather dependent. I was going to get the camera out earlier but it was peeing down with rain, and yeah, lo and behold I actually had a take, so that was £23.9. Got a bit of footage of that. Like I said, it was peeing down with rain, so hopefully the footage has turned out to be alright, but conditions are looking very carpy. It's got low pressure with this rain. Come down yesterday, pre-baited yesterday with 5 kilo particle and a couple of kilo boilie, so the pre-baiting's working. I've actually had a bite on the left hand side now, so I've moved that rod a little bit closer to me, because the first time I come down here, when I had them 5 takes on that rod, they were so savage and pulling the rod round to the left, I wanted to point my rod to the spot a little bit better. So yeah, I ended up moving it, which has slowed down the bite. So was that a dumb move? Perhaps it was, because I was catching off that spot, but I have had a bite from it and I have carried on putting bait in there, so I'm hoping that it's drawing the fish just slightly to the right. I mean, it's not, I didn't move it a million miles to the right, about 6 foot or so, but obviously that 6 foot has actually made a difference, because that's the first bite in a while. Yeah, the other 2 rods back out in this spot just out in front of me. Again, pre-baited spots yesterday, spread out the bait, and yeah, but looking good for a bite. It's yeah, very carpy out there, so fingers crossed I'll have a few more, and hopefully I'll be able to get a bit more footage for you. It is a tight swim, so I am recording what I can, but yeah, the swim's very tight. If I had the bottom step, which is flooded at the minute, then perhaps I'll have a bit more room. So yeah, I'm trying to get more footage in there rather than speaking. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully have a few more. But look at that, £23.9. Typical English weather. So yeah, but I'm catching. Lovely. Yeah. Lovely 15-pounder. Yeah. £15 on the button. Midnight. Lovely. £16.6. Looks like it's one that's spawned in here. Future's bright. Pucker little fish. Right, so then guys, it's the first week of August, and I'm down here. I come down here yesterday, so that was Sunday, and I'm not actually in the swim that I've been baiting, because when I turned up someone else was here, so I was a bit unfortunate with that, because not many people fish here, and yeah, it just so happens I turned up and someone was in there. So I've come round to the other side, which is the swim opposite. I've seen a few fish in this swim, so I was feeling a bit confident, but however the change of scenery has obviously given me lack of fish and lack of bites. So should I have packed up and gone back over into the swim opposite? In hindsight, yes, I'm sitting here telling myself. However, because I know the bait orientated fish in here, I've sort of decided to stick it out this time and see where I get to with that. It will be a lesson learned, I guess. You know, what change what isn't broke, shall I say. I was catching in the swim opposite, and I'm now the opposite side and blanking. So yeah, it's sitting here a bit despondent, just sitting down by the rods at the minute. It's gone flat calm, but I haven't seen a single thing. So I don't know where the fish are really. It's got no indication. So I've had a liner in this swim last night, or early hours this morning, should I say, 3 o'clock this morning. So something was about, but other than that, nothing. Sitting here, frustration, and pulling my hair out, I guess, because I should have been in the swim opposite where I've been baiting up and catching from. But can't have it both ways. I wanted to change the scenery. It's turned around and bit me in the backside, I guess. So that's where I'm up to at the minute. So guys, I know you can't see me, I've just woke up, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just knew something was going to happen. One bite is all it needed, and one bite I got one of the big ones. Come on! Yeah, like I said, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so just gonna have a coffee, get myself sorted. I'm off to work as well, so I'm going home tonight. So yeah, sitting here, blank, and I just kept telling myself, one bite, that's all it was. One bite was all I needed. Just over the moon, and I've got it. So yeah, so you'll see the weight in a bit. Good weight after spawning, to be fair. So yeah, so catch you in a bit, guys. Right, there we go. Look at that, 34 pound. One bite is all it takes. Beautiful. That's one off the list. Good weight after spawning as well. So yeah, there she is. Let's do the other side. Right then guys, so it's the week after I had the 34 pounder, back in my baited swim now. And I've been here for a couple of nights already. I thought I'd leave a bit of talking to a bit later on. It's early part of the evening now. I've just got carried away with watching loads of fish jumping today. I should have got the camera out, but I was expecting a couple of takes, but it hasn't happened as of yet. So I've done 2 nights at the minute. I've had 3 fish and lost one due to a hook pull, schoolboy error. Forgot to check my hook point, and upon inspection it burred over. So lesson learnt there. This session I decided to bring my boat as well with me, so it's got a built-in echo sounder. Now the reason behind bringing that, I just wanted to see what the bottom was looking like, because I'm back in my baited swim and I'm fishing in baited spots, but every time I fished here I've noticed I do get quite a few liners. So and I'm fishing slack lines as well, because it's only underarm flick out. So I wanted to know really why I was getting liners, even though my line is sunk to the bottom and pinned down as well as I can get it. Yeah, but upon putting my boat out there, I can actually see why. The spot I'm fishing isn't as slopey as what I thought. So what it was originally, I actually thought I was fishing sort of on the bottom of the slope, so I thought my line was going down and following the bottom of the slope. But as it turns out, there's a few more lumps and bumps out there than what I thought. So hopefully you'll be able to see it on the echo sounder and see what I mean with the footage. But yeah, the slope goes down, but then humps back up a little bit, but then goes back down. So yeah, I mean obviously that little hump was maybe when my line was laying and fishing mid-water were catching my line, or as they're swimming up the slope, because it's not a steep slope. It looks like you can fish it. So yeah, I'm fishing directly on the bottom of it, and since getting right on the bottom of it, I've had no liners, just takes. So I've had 3 takes off that spot. So yeah, that spot's working. So yeah, out of the 3 fish I've had, the biggest one was £24.13. Lovely old mirror that was as well. So yeah, the wind's changed as well. It was blowing to my left for weeks and weeks since being here, so it's now swinging to my right, which has sort of turned in front of me into a bit of an aquarium with fish lumping out everywhere. So they're liking the new wind. They're not jumping on my baited spots, but I'm still getting takes, so I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, so there's fish in front of me. I said it's the 3rd night. I've got a couple of more nights ahead of me. It's just coming into the evening now, that's why it's dark. I thought I'd do a bit of filming now. Yeah, hopefully tonight will be the one and have a few more bites. And yeah, so I'll let you know soon if I have any more. £23.10. Happy days. Second fish of the session. Oh, little plump 19-pounder. Lovely fish. Oh. Show you the other side. There we go. £24.13. Lovely. Oh, early evening, 9 o'clock.